Hello everyone, I am back with another episode, lesson. Today we are going to do a couple of things. First, we are going to, there was a requirement from one of my viewers to do this. It was, he wants to, when we insert a data, let's say we insert a data, he doesn't want to the application to direct to this. He wants a grid to load below this form itself after insert. So to do that, first we have to add a grid view to this form. Okay, to do that, let's get into the demos, protected views, and we are in the users folder, and we are in the create.php. So create.php users to create users do stuff here, create users do stuff here, and we render partial this form. After we render partial this form, what we want is we want a grid view. Okay, we can have this grid view right here. We can add this grid view to the bottom here. So to call this grid view, all we want to do is copy this part over here. This is a widget, z grid view widget. Copy this and paste it over here. Control S to save, and I think you can refresh. See, pretty simple, right? Okay, now let's add another user of example, and we create. Oh, now we added the create. Now what we are to do is not redirect to here. We are redirecting here to here from the action. So go to the controller, users controller, action create. See, we are redirecting to the views file here. We don't want to do that. We want to go back to the create file, and since we don't want an ID, let's not pass in an ID, and let's pass in the model, because the grid view needs the model. As you can see, the grid view needs a model users model. So we have to pass the users model, or we can leave this at blank. We can comment this out itself, because after model is saved, we do nothing. Okay, what we do is, if it's the model saves, and then it renders the create file again. So we don't have to do anything else. We just remove this if statement. We want to save, and control S to save. Don't forget the semicolon. Okay, we've saved this, and we want to render back the create file again. So let's check this out. Create users. Another example. Password is 123 for me right now. Let me create. Alright, see, we created another example and it loads here. So that's pretty easy. So we can remove this, and we can get the whole grid view. If you want this, if you don't want this, it's a pretty simple fix. All you have to do is unset the values. I'm not going to do it here. You have to unset model equals, since the username and the passwords get automatically filled, that means model username has a value here. I'll explain a little bit about that as well. When we save an item, when we save a record to the database, this record, this save function returns a value, returns the last record that was inserted. For example, let's say value, and we can get the username like this. Username like this. We can echo that out. So what this returns the value that's was saved. So we saved in another example username. So after that it's saved, it returns that value. So we can use value username. So that is why when I created the username and the password fields were filled in the grid view, because those values were set. Those values were set here. So all we have to do is we have to model username equals to null and model password equals to null as well. And the model ID, of course. Model ID is unsearchable, it's not a search element, so it doesn't matter really. So I'm not sure whether it's, yeah, it's ID. Okay, we'll try to create another user. Remove this. Let's refresh. Another user. Okay. Root. Create. Empty value. Creating default object from empty value. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me check again. Yeah. ID is 16. So I have never come across this. We cannot do that. Alright, so what we are doing here is we created the model users object and we inserted the data. Next we, let's do this and check. Oh, no. Okay, I better check this out and let you know. Hold on for a sec. Hello, sorry guys, it was a rookie mistake right here. There's no such thing as model. This is wrong. So that's the fix. Sorry about that. A really bad mistake. And we say John do, and we create, and everything looks perfect. And if you want to see, John is inside. So that's that. So that is the first part of the tutorial. That was just a request from my viewers. So next what we are going to do is we are going to do some layouts. We are going to look at the layout. So all of us know in the views folder there is another folder called layouts. There is main, column 2, column 1. Simply this is what happens when a request gets to render. It renders the column 1, then moves on to the in the column 1, as it mentions begin content layouts main. So it goes here and it loads everything, and next it goes to column 2. So basically that's it. So today it's not that difficult. I mean, I can edit some of these, and with practice you'll get what's going on. So first thing is we need to link a style sheet. So we are going to do Bootstrap. Let's get the CDN, Bootstrap CDN. I know Google is not giving the CDN, it's given by here, right here. So So let's get the copy this and link it. Stylish it. Set and type equals text. I should have copied this. Okay, let's refresh our site and see what happens. Ooh, things change. Okay, so as you can see, things changed a little bit. So what we can do is we can go back to the users, create, and we can style a little bit. We can add a button class to this button. So to do that, there's a create form, and here's the button. So to add a class to the submit button, all you have to do is array class equals btn. I want this to be a btn primary. Press save, refresh. There you go. It's really simple, right? So we included Bootstrap. We can do anything we want. We can give this, as you can see, all of this is held together by this container class. See, container class is the main. You can change this whatever you want to do, and this part over here comes from the column 2 section of the layouts files. As you can see, this is span 5, begin widgets, see widgets, portal, and operations. So there itself you can, then this part over here comes with the column 2. So we can make this not a span. We can, since this is bootstrap 3 called md2. Let's see what happens. See, it gets smaller. So I'm not going to try to teach you Bootstrap, just link it, and we can do a lot of things. We can style this grid more. Go to the form, no, not the form, create, and we can add a class to this HTML the way we had HTML options, and array, and the class equals to a table class, and we'll see what happens. Okay, that happened. So go through the Bootstrap files and add the classes that you want. It's pretty simple. So I think this has been a long lesson. I'll cover more in the next lesson. I haven't thought about what I'm going to teach, but play around with the mainly the main.php, and you can change the breadcrumbs. Breadcrumbs is right over here. This is the breadcrumbs. Yeah, you can change the footer, copyright, all rights reserved. My company is doing it easy. So I think that's it for this lesson. I'll see you next time. Please subscribe if you like it, and like the video, share, and thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.